So I bought this DTF printer from, I believe it's pronounced Haolic, and I bought it on Alibaba. Of course, buying overseas is a lot cheaper, but the headache that comes with it, I don't know if it's worth it. So I'm just gonna kind of show you a couple of things I've been doing. So this printer was bought brand new. I have literally taken this whole thing apart. I kid you not. It came, I did the whole setup, it never worked. So I've literally taken all that off. I've literally been in the machine. Like, I know this machine from front to back. No joke. Here is the ink head that my most recent project working with the technicians was taking this ink head out, flushing lukewarm water through it, making sure to not touch, there's like a metal piece underneath there, making sure not to touch that. I had to pull these two pieces, I don't know what these are called. I've had to pull these out of the print head itself on both sides. You're supposed to make sure it's not dirty, not dusty, that you don't mess up these little prings, or I don't know what they're called, these little metal pieces. You have to ensure that you pull it directly straight out. I've put distilled water into this thing to try to get this printer to work. I've taken out the ink. I mean, it's been a hassle. It's a work day for me. I'm late on orders because I bought this machine thinking that I no longer needed to order DTF prints from, outsourcing it since I bought this. So now I have a couple of orders that are late, super stressed out. I mean, I literally have so much going on here. This right here, I don't know what it's called, an ink pad. That ink pad was originally in here. That was like the first thing I did was change the old one out for this one. I've flushed water through here. I mean, what haven't I done on this machine? I literally could build this machine at this point. It's been extremely frustrating. It almost seems like nobody wants to help me with anything. Like, they don't want to. They're making me basically diagnose what's wrong with this machine. So is the cost of this machine worth the trouble? I would say no, because I'm spending more time working on this, trying to get it to work, when I could be working on creating new listings, working on orders for my business. And so it's all been a hassle. I would not recommend it. This was a company that I found on Alibaba. Other people had great experiences. For me, I'd say no, I have not. This also is a newer machine. This machine has this little motor that continues to, I guess, vibrate the white ink to make sure it doesn't clog. But I guess clogs are an issue regardless of having this or not, because I mean, it was clogged before the machine even ran. I'm being told that I'm gonna need a completely new ink head. Who knows how long that'll take to get here. I paid for express shipping for this machine, meaning I paid close to $900 for everything to be shipped, basically within a week. And it's been like a week and a half later. The machine isn't working. Nothing I can do about it. Nobody's helping. Nobody is, so is it worth the headache? My answer is no. If the company Haolic, or, the company that builds this, I'm going to link them below, possibly, maybe not. I'm going to see if they compensate me for my time, energy, etc. Also, of note, I forgot to mention one thing. So this is the film paper right here. So when this machine came, this piece right here that actually holds the film paper in place and stops it from rolling left to right, you need it, okay? These were missing. My box was completely open from customs, so I guess it fell out through the cracks of the box. That right there. Lucky for me, my fiance owns a business and he has access to this. I forgot what it's called, but it's millions and millions and millions of screws that you can order from. It's literally an encyclopedia. And so we were able to figure out how many threads were on those screws, how long it was, converting it from millimeters to whatever, and we were able to order that within 2 days. If you didn't have access to what my fiance has access to, which is only for people who are working in like industrial companies. My fiance makes custom spinals and braces, so he has access to like screws, bolts, straps, like whatever you need. And this is like a paid thing that you have to, have in order to even order from there. So I was lucky in that circumstance. If you didn't have access to it, it would take, I don't know how long for them to send you new pieces just to get the film roll on. And you can't even move on to this part of anything until the film roll is on and pulled through correctly, aligned correctly. So that would have been a delay. And then you would have started working on getting the printer, started, and then you would have ran into this issue. You would have had to wait for a new ink head. So the time difference is also 12 hours. Right now it's like almost noon. And they are in bed. So I took this apart, but now the guy isn't responding. So I'm like, do you want me to put this back on the machine? Do you want, I don't know what to do next. So clearly I am extremely frustrated. This is a 7-minute video of me just complaining because I have not had a good experience and I don't want anybody going through the same things I'm going through. Lucky for me, I'm pretty handsy when it comes to electronics. I mean, I've changed the window motor on my car. Like I'm pretty handy when it comes to that. I use tools often. So for those who aren't handy, I mean, this is just a huge headache. I don't think it's worth it. You might as well go with Pro Colored. I mean, it's an extra $2,000 more than I paid, probably $3,000, whatever it is. It's worth it because this is a complete headache. I can't speak for anybody else except for my experience, and I believe today is